I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen, you bitch. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my clique. I need a 30 for 30. All right, since the last time we taped, man, we had two superstar point guards traded for one another. You got Russell Westbrook leaving Houston after one season and headed out there to Washington, D.C. And we got John Wall coming off injury, heading to H-Town, reuniting with his boy Boogie. So do y'all think this going to work? Either way, you think Westbrook going to be able to gel with Bradley Beal? Does Bradley Beal stay there? 'Cause I know the Lake Show, I thought we were pursuing him. Hopefully we still pursuing him. Do y'all think Wall gonna bounce back down in H-Town? What is Boogie gonna be like? Is that gonna miss? Is James? This shit. It's like we gotta wait to talk about James, motherfucking. I don't know what James trying to do other than little baby gifts, but what y'all think this shit gonna turn out to be? Joe, we'll start with you.
Man, you know, when I saw the trade go down, I basically said, this is the equivalent of me taking my chair that I got in the left corner of my house and putting it in the right corner of my house.
Hot take Joe.
It's even.
I like you. I love that analogy, by the way. I love that.
You know, it's even. Their contracts are basically the same. They're almost the same type of guard. Last time I looked, I think their shooting percentages are about the same. Yeah. Now, granted, this is what I will say. You know, sometimes when you play somebody in a different environment, sometimes that can spark a change. If it does, I don't think it's gonna last that long though. Bill is gonna be ready to get up out of there. James Harden, we already know he's ready to get up out of there already. Let me tell you what's fun. The Rockets is James Harden team, right? But when they made their trade, what did the media talk about? They talked about Wall and Cousins finally playing together. They didn't mention James Harden at all in that equation.
I think by the time this shit hit the airwaves, that motherfucker gonna be gone somewhere.
He gonna be gone somewhere. Yeah. You're about right. So yeah, it's basically even. Now as far as Bradley Beal, I know he has to be professional, but I don't think he's happy because he basically have another scoring point guard where he really may not be getting a rock like that still. And like I said, I think low key the Rockets is in a rebuild. I mean, I understand you got John Wall, who we know is quite a talent. Cousins, although he's been injured the last 2 years, he was quite a talent. But they're both coming off of injuries. I think they're kind of just out here. I don't think they're going for the championship again. And that may be best. You done brought in a rookie head coach. You know what I mean? Let's just see how he works with these two potential all-star pieces. You know what I mean? But the pressure not on him. So go ahead, ship James out of town, get what you can for him. You know, ask for the house. You know what I mean? Shoot for the stars. Who knows what you could get? But that trade, they just swap.
So if they end up with a bunch of complimentary pieces for James, do you think that can make them be a contender in the West, assuming Wall and Boogie, fully recovered?
Right. I think so, depending on who you get. So let's say they make the trade with Philly, right? I really think Tobias Harris would be a nice piece with John Wall and Boogie, because he doesn't affect anything that they do. He's off on the wing, catch and shoot. Every now and then you give him an ISO here and there, but he doesn't affect what they do. You gonna ask for Simmons, but I don't know how well Simmons would play off of John Wall. I don't know how that would work. Um, man, once they trade Harden, the Rockets will be out the playoffs. To be honest, they'll be out. They'll be out.
Yeah.
Um, pencil in Memphis. Because I'm already saying Phoenix will be in. Uh, probably pencil in Memphis, man, just to make sure the Rockets will be somewhere down at 10, man.
Tell you the thing.
Oh, hold on, T, before you go. Uh, the Wizards. Let me give a hot take.
Joe, what you got on your mind? Hot take, Joe.
I just had to think about it because I said when you put somebody in a different environment, how things can go well.
Right.
You know, I'm thinking about the East now. All right, I'm gonna go out on a limb. They basically swap trades, right? But with Westbrook energy and the fact that he plays what we're gonna say 85, 90% of the games. I'm gonna say the Wizards get the AC this year.
Okay.
Wizards get the AC.
Well,
I wouldn't say that's one of your more warm takes, Joe.
Well,
I don't think that's controversial.
not if you saw how they looked last year.
No, what I'm saying, but if they got Westbrook and Beal, I would say if they don't make the playoffs,
weren't they in the bubble though?
we should have some smoke with them.
Yeah, yeah, but they was like they had to go undefeated, and everybody else had to go defeated in order for them to make it.
I mean, they were
with a former MVP, and Bill averaged 30 last year, didn't
he? Yeah,
he was up there.
Yeah, if they don't make the AC, we gonna have to take them to task. Yeah, like we gonna have to get on them.
Lukewarm take that.
No, let's say you put some pressure on them. Let's say, shit, they better be better than the Magic. I know I keep coming for the Magic. Okay,
I know. Why do you?
Cause I just don't. Come on, man.
The Magic sit at that AC just about every year.
I just don't believe in what they got going on down there. I just don't.
I mean, they're just playing basketball.
Yeah, it seems like they just hooping. They just hooping. Now they just find a way to 8 by just hooping.
They got cold now. They got cold now.
Oh, they do got cold.
Touche. All right, touche. And I fuck with cold, but come on now. I don't know. I hope cold.
And he wearing the number 50.
I fuck with that. Shout out Galaxy representative. Gotta respect a brother showing love to his pops. Gotta do that. Tell you what you got.
At first I didn't know if I didn't think I'd understood this trade. But I guess it makes sense when you get to looking at everything that Joe talked about in terms of statistically and then money wise and all that. It just made sense, and maybe it was just time. I think Washington wanted to just start fresh, and Houston was a good fit for in terms of a deal. But man, I'll be honest with you. You know, they said Wall was Harden wanted Wall was what was reported that Harden
really
wanted Wall over Westbrook. That's interesting to me.
Hold on, that T. Now, no. Okay, you telling me something? Is this now, or are you talking about even before Russ came there?
No, now. Like this was reported that Wall preferred to play with. I mean, Harden preferred to play with Wall over Westbrook.
So James and Russ didn't just falling out.
They just they know if they really was as tight as they say they were. I think they vibe with each other, but I think on the court, like I put it like this: they were like two cold USM guys that was redshirted, and they were just like 1A and 1B, and neither one knew how to just relegate to the other. I didn't think it was gonna fit because they just both want the ball, both need the ball to do what they do. Like
they tried to recreate that OKC,
and it just
but they forgot that James was coming off the bench.
It just wasn't gonna work. I said that at the beginning of the year it was not gonna work to me, but Wall being there, gosh, man, they say he looks good. That he's been working out and everything, and he's getting back to form. But I just don't. Steven Silas has got a tough task on his hands in terms of Houston. We're dealing with a guy like Boogie, a guy like Wall, and a guy like Harden. He's got a tough task in front of him. That dude might be biting off more than he could chew in his first year. Now, it's gonna be interesting to see how he brings that all together, but that's gonna be tough.
Age faster than Obama.
Man, that's gonna be tough. Now, the Westbrook move, getting back with Scotty Brooks. I don't know if I'm gonna give him 8 yet. I still don't know if I'm gonna give him 8 because they just still got holes. I mean, I know they got Westbrook and Beal. I know them.
Westbrook and Beal in the East.
They still got holes. They still got holes to me.
Look, T, look now. Y'all got on me. I said James could take the Knicks to the 8. Y'all told me I was fucking crazy. Now you're telling me Russell Westbrook, a guy who averaged over 3 straight years in this league. I know, okay, it's watered down because you got all these uncontested rebounds. But still, in this league, and you got Bradley Beal, one of the best two-way guys in the league.
I get
they can't get 8.
What other pieces parts you got?
With them two,
are we looking for Hachimura to take a step up, Bertans to take a step up? Are we asking O'Brien to take a step up? Like, who's the other guy?
Everybody got to do their job. Yeah, everybody the 3 on down.
Some people are just average at work.
So
they're not excellent.
They gonna have to just once you get down there, that's what everybody is. They can get 8.
Right now, do you think they're better than Orlando?
Yes.
That's because you hate Orlando. That's because you hate Orlando.
Oh man, look at what we talking about.
Because you hate Orlando.
Orlando got the chemistry though.
They do.
We just saw chemistry beat the Rockets last year because they had the talent.
They had no talent to beat us.
They ain't had no chemistry neither. So tell me this.
I think if them boys loved each other, if they were having sleepovers with each other, they wouldn't beat us.
But for Beal to succeed, do you think Russ is really going to be passing it to him for the spot up 3? He wouldn't even do that for KD.
Even if that's a problem, they can get the 8, man.
Hey, you know what?
I think Atlanta get the 8 before.
Orlando, come for this guy. Come for this guy right here.
They got a boy on the team I don't fuck with. He said some fuck shit during at the height of our movement. When they came from Florida State.
Yeah.
That got hurt in the bubble.
Isaac.
Yeah, he said that fuck shit, then went down there and got hurt. I wish he would. I'll be lighting his.
See, that's another one.
I'll be lighting his ass up. Shit.
Man,
come on now. Yo. Oh, come on. Man.
Who else? Okay, who else? You look at you look at that roster. You got Hachimura, Bertans, O'Brien, Troy Brown.
They can get me, Quindare
Atlanta,
Nick Weatherspoon, and Brandon Weatherspoon.
Atlanta would make the 8 before Washington.
That's what I was going to say. So I think Atlanta took a step up.
Oh yeah. I fuck with Trae Young in there.
Who else? Well,
no. You right about that now.
I mean, Chicago is still Chicago.
Charlotte was 5 games in front of Washington last year.
They was?
They were better than Washington last year. They were 9.
That's a hot take now. Now that he said that, we talking about Michael Jordan team.
Talking about Mike and Miller.
That's a hot take. Because we know what Mike does as far as when he's an owner.
Hey, come on. LeVar then said what's finna happen over there. Now, the man said his 3 boys going to the league. That shit happened. Now he's saying LaMelo he better turn Michael Jordan from not only the GOAT player to the GOAT owner. Okay? So
I'm going to tell you what Mike best. I think LaMelo may come out to be a decent player, right? The best thing Mike need to do, trade for Lonzo Ball and just tell Detroit, give me Jello too. and just had the 3 Ball brothers on his team.
That's what LeVar said.
Oh,
That
that's
was
what you're
LeVar.
saying gonna happen?
Oh hell yeah! He said that's what he'd have. He said he gonna tell Mike all about it. They know how to play. So okay, there's gonna be some improvement there. But these boys with John Wall over there now in Houston, and now the Wizards got Westbrook to pair with Bill. They can get the 8, man.
Okay, let me ask you this then. So when John Wall was healthy, what was the Wizards?
It was like 4 or 5, I think, in the East.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have anything else, or they just had them 2?
They had what was that big white boy name? Gortat.
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 Oh,
Bill. I think that was like they 3.
Marcin Gortat.
They had like
they had Otto Porter.
Otto Porter. Yeah.
Otto Take Money Porter.
I thought they were a team on the rise back then.
Otto Take Money Porter.
So let me ask this. So
you got Otto Porter.
Yes, I got Otto.
I'm saying America, our brother Tim C. Jacob. We gotta let y'all know America. He's look at him. That's a disgruntled Bull fan. Y'all see the hat he got on now.
That's for Jimmy.
Nah, it ain't just for Jimmy, America. He has signed his papers.
For Jimmy.
He has signed his papers.
You like Tyler Hero too?
Don't he fuck with Hero?
Like
Bam. He fuck with Hero.
And
he fuck with Bam. See how he keep giving us? He giving us more and more guys he fuck with.
So let me ask you this, Wells. So from what you're saying, are you saying Westbrook is most definitely better than Wall?
Ooh, now you're trying to get at me. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say yeah.
And why?
I'm a little biased on this because
okay.
Russ is one of my top 5 favorite players ever.
The intensity, you love that.
I love the dog. I love the intensity. I love how he competes. You get the uncontested rebound. That's part of the reason why he got the triple doubles. But you gotta want that shit too. You gotta have the effort and hustle to go get that. So I love that about Russ. I love the way he handles shit with his family and all that kind of stuff too. John Wall, uber athletic, high assist guy, good defender. His jump shot lacks as well, like Russ. But I would say that like Russ, when he get to that mid range, he wet. Like he wet in that mid-range area. And before I was about to say before the pandemic hit, but they telling me now this shit might have been hit in December of last year. So let's just say before Rudy Gobert out the shit.
Okay.
Russ was balling out of control.
He really was. You're right.
Russ was going dumb. And basically because they were letting him play ball like he wanted to play. They wasn't trying to make him shoot threes no more. They were letting him shoot his mid-range or get to the cup. Like, this dude is an MVP for a reason.
They owe Melo an apology.
They do. Now, I think because I read an article, I think part of the reason they fucked over Melo is because Melo had some smoke with a defensive assistant that Mike D'Antoni had. Like, this dude had stepped away, and then they started off terrible. And I think D'Antoni asked them back, but because this dude and Melo had smoked, one of the ways he would come back is if they had to move off of Melo. I think he didn't. Him and his defensive mindset and Melo's didn't mesh or something like that. We know Melo ain't.
So what? Defensive mindset?
Huh?
Melo had a defensive mindset.
Exactly.
Well, no, I wanted to ask, D'Antoni had a defensive coach?
That too.
No, that's what I'm saying. D'Antoni ass don't give a fuck about no defense.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why this guy was needed. You know what I'm saying? And so when he came back, their defense got better and stuff like that.
Boy, if that ain't Adam Gates and Greg Williams, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Bruce Arians tied Bowles around this thing.
But I don't know, man. I think Washington. I see Washington improving.
I hate Orlando. Just say it.
No, I just see them improving.
Orlando just trash to me.
I see them improving. I think H-Town, the thing that got the most question mark, these boys just were hurt. Now, Boogie, before the injury, you can argue he the best big man in the game. You can argue that.
That's true.
What I'm saying? Or at least offensively, I think AD's defense probably would give him the nod over over Boogie. But he right there. And then Wall was a top, a perennial all-star before the injury. But these guys were hurt. So I don't know what's going to, but Teaton threw me a curveball now with my opinion on James. I didn't know James wanted Wall. Why does he want out then? I'm hearing reports that him and Russ co-signed the coach. And now you telling me he co-signed Wall. Why does he want out then?
Look here. I'm going to tell you what we're looking at. You remember when OKC traded Paul George?
Mm-hmm.
And not too long after that, they traded Russ. I think Russ and James Harden, they actually are close. Now, they've established they can't play together because their games are so similar. But I think Harden was like, yeah, I want to play with John Wall in order to help Russ get traded. And then he's going to force his way out.
Who did the Rockets play before they went up against the Lakers?
They OKC.
OKC. Yeah.
They went 7 with them.
Yeah, they went 7. Okay, that's underwhelming. Okay, I give you that. That's underwhelming because they could have lost that one easily. Okay, I get because I was about to say our motherfuckers overreacting then
to them lose to the Lakers.
Yeah, because not with the small ball. That was it. Got it. That church league shit. Fuck that. Stop it. Stop it, Daryl Morey. What the fuck was that? But in terms of Russ and James, I was like, bring them back. Just go get some tall guys. It's the NBA. Go get some tall guys to go with them. But if they shouldn't have won no 7 with OKC. I know CP3 was on one last year. In terms of leadership, but come on now.
Yeah,
they shouldn't win no 7. I don't know. I think H-Town got more questions than Washington. That's just me. We'll see. When we do when the season kick off, the 22nd?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe like next week we do an NBA preview. Okay, we'll see. We're gonna put it on something in. We'll put it on something in and see where we really putting these teams at in our preseason seeding.
Go. Subscribe to our daddy's YouTube channel. He's the best. Hit the like button, turn on the notifications.